Hi there, I'm Martin Weaver from Weaver+Co Architects, presenting our first completed house, Gable Park. It's located in Yarraville on Bunurong country, and we acknowledge the Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation as the traditional owners of this land. On a tree-lined street opposite a public park, the previous weatherboard was very run down, and after assessing options with the client, the decision was made to remove the bungalow. The surrounding context consists of mainly single-level period homes with dominant roof forms and verandas. With a great location facing a park, our initial reaction to this opportunity was a question. How should a new home in a suburban environment engage with the street and community? Our response was it ideally benefits both the homeowner and the community around it. This became the seed of the project and shaped the design thinking from the start. The site is approximately 12 by 39, around 470 square meters. On the double-fronted block, a typical response might be to maintain a symmetrical double front with narrow rooms either side of a central entry leading to open and living at the rear. However, this would limit garden space and northern light, and it would also disconnect primary living spaces from the park. Instead, we created a wider front room to access park views. We enclosed the front garden, allowing occupation, and combined the driveway and pedestrian entry to the side. On the left, the permeable driveway is just visible, and the photo on the right shows the front entry. Beyond this, spaces are planned around a north-facing central garden. The front room opens and connects to the front garden, the street, and the park opposite, bringing views deep into the center of the house. This is the front room and veranda looking out to the park, and the view through from the street showing the operable timber screens at the front of the veranda. A first floor was needed to house the family of 5, and this was located at the front of the site. Externally, a common datum from surrounding houses was referenced to define forms and materials. The ground floor providing a solid presence with deep thresholds, tactile materials, connections to gardens. The first floor, more abstract and angular, with roof-like forms and materials, visually light and sharply detailed. The ground floor plan. A step up to enter the house. The lounge room has the front, at the front has the central garden to one side and the park and the park to the other. Here is the double height entry void with a steel and timber staircase. This hallway compresses before expanding again into the kitchen, dining, and living. The open plan kitchen is viewed here from the garden. A pantry and laundry space tucked out of sight. Also out of sight is the double-story neighbours to the south, hidden by the hip roof profile above the kitchen and living. And that is, this is that view from the garden. Beyond the living zone is the study, the guest room, and main bedroom. Sliding and pivot doors here provide flexibility by opening up or closing down to gain privacy as needed. At the end of the ground floor, circulation path is the main ensuite. Here, recessed fixed mirrors are located to increase the sense of space, while soft curves provide a sense of comfort in these private zones. Subtle use of color here and elsewhere on the ground floor link to the greens of the garden and the park. Similarly, on the first floor, red tones in the bathroom play off neighbouring rooftop colour. The first floor is planned around the staircase and void, which frames views to the street. The first floor plan shows a simple arrangement of 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. First floor windows facing the street are set back deep within the gable roof form. Local materials and simple vernacular construction techniques were predominantly used. The house achieves a 7.7 Nat Hers rating with 140mm stud framing, under slab insulation, deep thresholds and overhangs, in addition to underground water tanks and solar. Primary external materials include zinc aluminum roofing, painted weatherboard cladding, and handmade bricks from regional Victoria. Internally, ceilings and first floor rooms are clad in cost-effective plasterboard, with the ground floor walls and floors in Vic ash from regrowth forests. We had a great team on the project. The builder, CBD, looking very happy here to be finished. They really took care in the details, whether it was workshopping the staircase or getting the precise junctions just right. We worked closely with Geneco Lighting to detail hidden uplighting, removing downlights in the living area. Ben Scott designed the landscaping and ensured alignment with the concept. Custom details for the large lift and slide timber doors were developed. We wanted to understand how these chunkier, high-performing systems could be celebrated and elegantly woven into the design. In fact, embracing the inherent and authentic qualities of materials and building components became a principle that shaped the design. Security and privacy are often justifications for many homes to limit interaction with the street, simply introducing a barrier, which can be a missed opportunity. In contrast, the design at Gable Park provides a large dynamic solution that can open up or close down, blurring visual thresholds. In addition to a functional and carefully planned home, the design offers a site-specific response and opens a broader conversation on how private dwellings can create connections between the domestic and general public for everyone's benefit. Thank you.